Hey everybody, Monkey Wrench Mike here. Thanks for tuning in. Today, it's a big day because we're giving my butt a break. I'm just sitting outside enjoying the view under my bushes right here. All right, see that car right there? That is a nice car. All right, that's the Mercedes CL500 W215. This is the same car, all right? It's the same car, a year newer, but look what I'm doing. We're taking the seats out because the cushions are in such terrible shape. We want this car to look more like that car, okay? This car to look more like that car. Let me show you how bad the cushions are. All right, I'm sitting right here, and look at this one. That's torn, that's torn. There's very little leather on those seats. And this is why, you know, when Randy from Auto Auction Rebuilds tells you to go out there and look at the cars in person because the pictures can lie. This is the reason, okay? Because in the pictures, it didn't look this bad. The seats looked okay. So I bought the car. They delivered the car. They almost dropped the car. I'll put a picture up and show you that. But when I got inside the car, I was a little disappointed. We're also missing some trim pieces right here, so I got to find those. And I got to tell you, on a Mercedes CL500, everything, every single piece is at least $100. Seriously, everything is $100. So what we're going to do is remove this seat right here. And I've already purchased some more cushions. For how much money? Yes, $100 a piece. So let me show you how easy it is to remove a seat in a Mercedes. And they're almost all like this, okay? What you want to do, you want to get the seat as high up as you can. Here we go, higher, 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 higher. Because there are 4 Torx bolts that you need to get to. Okay, there's one, see? Right there, there's one there. There's one right there, see that? Sticking out. And look, ooh, 6-year-old wheat thins. Yum, yum. You never know what you're gonna find when you buy a car. Remember when I found that sex thing? Yeah, that was funny. But this car needs a good cleaning too. Those are all my tools when I was fixing the door panel and the seat switch that didn't work. Yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do, take out those 2 bolts, push the whole seat forward, take out those 2 bolts, then we'll tilt it backwards, and there are 3 little connectors that you disconnect because the wiring goes underneath the floorboard right there. But you gotta take the electric connectors off, and then this whole seat just comes right out. Just like that, the seats are gone, and look how dirty it is. Yeah, but look, the previous owner has rewarded us for our hard work. Yeah, look at that, $50, $50, $1.75, $2, $2.10, $2.14. $2.14, including a 50-cent piece. I haven't seen one of those in a very long time. Okay, so I'm going to vacuum this out. I'm going to scrub it. I'm going to clean the carpets, but you guys don't want to wash that because everybody does that. Let me kind of show you what's going on. First of all, please don't hate on my blue indoor-outdoor carpet, okay? I rent the family that lived here. They moved 2 blocks down the street. Super nice people, but they lived here. They raised a family here, and they love blue indoor-outdoor carpet, and so we're not changing that, okay? Sorry about that. But let's focus on the seat. Now, to take this apart, I'm actually kind of winging this because I haven't found anything on the internet that says what you need to do. So we have the plastic trim that kind of goes right through here. If you open this door, you've got that felt little cubby hole, and I'm about to get bitten by a mosquito. Okay, so this just pops out, okay? Put a knife in right here on the other side, pop that out, okay? And we just dropped everything. Sound effects, sound effects. Okay, then you have 2 screws on each side. You have a Phillips head screw here, and for the little plastic piece that goes right here, another screw and a screw. So you take all the screws out, and all of this just goes away. Okay, we'll gently set that on the table. We'll gently set this one on the table. No sound effects. Okay, this is the old cushion, and look what I found under here. Look at this. They're not even gonna cool my booty. Yeah, that's why we're replacing it. Well, it's one of the reasons. Okay, the fans are crappy, and one is missing. And look how horrible this seat looks like. All right, ta-da! Here is the new one. She looks gorgeous, and best of all, she's got all 4 fans. So my booty is gonna be so comfortable and cool and in style. Yes. Okay, how much was this? Like I said, everything on the car is about $100. And this one is $100 as well. Okay. Now to get this out, anytime you take off a seat cushion, basically all you have to do is under here is a little thing that kind of wraps around. Let me show you. This little piece of plastic right here. It wraps around this bar and it just sits in there. Okay, so to get it out, all you have to do is unwrap this, unwrap this, unwrap this, and then it slides out. There's one on the back that you have to do as well. I've read that there are 2 screws holding the bottom cushion in. I don't see no screws, but it really didn't explain anything more than that. Okay, now we're also going to do the back cushion on the other chair, so I'm going to show you how to do that one later. But let's hear a little music. We're going to kind of work these things out from underneath here, and literally, if you just kind of pull on them, watch. See how it comes out? Look how easy that is. You can get a little screwdriver under here. See, look, see, it just comes out.
That was legitness.
Look at that. Yay, Mike. Ooh, just don't cut yourself. Woo-hoo-hoo, that was close. Look how close that was. All right, these may be a little bit more difficult, but I know you guys like the music, so I'm going to work on getting this old cushion out and putting the new one in. Here we go. Want to talk about easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, that was just a matter of minutes. Okay, on this side there's a couple little tabs right here that this fits into. Okay, this side, all it does is flip over and fits into a little valley. Okay, look at that. Now here's the electrical connectors for the fans. There is one zip tie right here. I'm gonna set this free. Be free. I guess there's 2 zip ties. Okay, look at that. Be free. And then you just kind of feed this through. And you're going, oh, there's another zip tie. Holy guacamole. Okay. 3 zip ties. Count them. 3 zip ties. Feed this through. And we're going to say goodbye. We're going to say goodbye. What are you? What are you? Oh, you're in here. Look at that. Oh, crap. Okay, we'll undo that one too. And then, sorry about the camera movement. Sorry about the camera movement. Look at that. Be gone. Be gone, you evil, horrible, beat up thing. You ready? Okay. Come here, pretty. Come here, my pretty. And then we're going to look at this one. Same part number, same everything. And look how gorgeous. Look how pretty she's going to be. Look at that. I got to kind of wonder what happened here. It's not a sharp stain. I don't know. Hopefully that will come out, or I'll try to re-dye it, but it's a little discolored right there. Somebody had a sweaty booty or something. I don't know. We're going to get this on, and it's going to be marvelous. And that, my friends, is how you make a chair your, you know what, your witch with a B. Yeah, look how gorgeous. Okay, I got to get a cover for that, no big deal. And a piece of plastic for that, but this is 100 times better. And yes, I'm going to try to do something with this. I hope it comes out. I really do. If not, well, we'll try to dye it with some shoe polish or something. That'll work. Anything will be better than that white spot. Okay, so that is the passenger side seat. Time now for the driver. And then you are going to be looking good, okay?
A few moments later.
We're working on the driver's side right now, and so far, this is going to be interesting. So to get the back panel off, basically there are two little Torx screws. See right there? 1, 2. Okay, so you undo those, then this kind of slips out just like that. Let me show you. Okay, right here. Okay, this slips out like that. Then you carefully put it over to the side. And I'm sorry, little MG Midget, you have become the holding place for all of my junk. Okay, now for the little handle, okay, so you can move the seat back and forward. There's 4 screws, 2 this way, 2 that way. You undo those. The little latch fits right there, right here. That comes out, and this kind of slides down. Okay, all these little pieces go in these little tabs right here. Okay, all you got to do is take them out. Okay, this one, this one, this one. Like right here. Okay, see that one? You just pull and they come out. Just like that. Okay? And that just fell off. Okay. Now comes the interesting part, because somehow we have to get this up. And I'm thinking I probably should have done that when I had this thing in the car and there was power to it.
Oh my God!
Because these 2 rods right here run down inside of this seat cushion. So let me think about this. Maybe we'll have to put it in, try to raise the seat headrest, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, this is going to be fun. This is really, really interesting. Ugh. All right, let me show you how much fun we're having and how much we are learning today. If I can get this balanced on my kneecap. All right, look. So I've been cutting and hacking and everything else you can do to this. What I've discovered is you have to remove these 2 little tabs right here. This one was broken. I didn't break it. So you have to remove these. And then what I did was give this a good whack. Okay, we have the 2 metal rods for the headrest. I gave this a good whack because on the left-hand side, this one sits in that right there. Okay, you see that? That's what holds the rods to the motor. There's your headrest motor. Okay, so you give those things a whack like that and it comes up. But see how that sits in there and locks in there? That's why you can't get the freaking headrest out. Okay, but look, I've got it. And what's going to happen now is magic. Look at that. She's free, she's free. So what we're going to do now is take off the back and put on the new one, okay? Look how pretty. Yeah, this is a big old mess right here.
A few moments later.
That is how you finish a car. Let me show you what she looks like now. And then I'll try to put some before pictures up here so you guys can see the difference. But wow, much, much better. And I found out something. On eBay, they say that the driver's seat and the passenger seat cushion bottom are interchangeable and they fit. Well, they fit, but see how this is a little smaller than that side right there? Yeah, that kind of rubs on the center console a little bit, but I couldn't find one for the driver's side. So I think I'm going to stick with this. Even though it does rub a little bit, you know, heck, that's fine. As long as it doesn't squeak when I'm driving, then we'll have an issue. But she looks good, doesn't she? Much, much better. So we're going to give this a B+ on the Brooks grading scale. I don't know, I just made that up. And this ends another video in the life of Monkey Wrench. Mike, I think these seats look pretty doggone good. Here's the squeak I was talking about. Yeah, it's kind of squeaky, so we'll see how long this seat lasts in here. It's just a little too wide right there. Kind of like my rear, but that's okay. Woo! All right, too much information. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you like the videos. We're going to continue working on the CL500. I think the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go back and do some plastic welding. We're going to fix the bumper of this thing because it is all in pieces. So that video is coming up. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Have a terrific day. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.